I am a lawyer. I have been instructed and engaged by Cancer Investments Limited, and this is a director of Cancer Investment, Mr. Mukhtar, Ahmed. And it is very regrettable and unfortunate that a company that lawfully and legally owns a property in Runda should stand deprived of the use, the occupation, and the proprietary rights to that property by a politician flexing and trying to assert his political right over a property that he has no right to control over. The case is pending in court, therefore I cannot venture to comment on the merits or demerits of the case. But looking at the primary documentation, which is even available in the public domain for anyone who would like to establish who is the owner of this property, the documentation reads and reverts back to Cancer Investments Limited. How is it that a politician by the name of Robert Alai Onyango should get emissaries, goons, and hooligans to go and occupy a property that does not belong to him in law, in fact, or otherwise howsoever? He has not had the property leased to him, or sold, or transferred, licensed, or otherwise handed over to him by the registered proprietor. What happened to Article 40, Sub-Article 3 of the Constitution that guarantees and ensures the proprietor's right to a property? In this country, you have to have the security of tenure of title guaranteed under the law and the Constitution protected. Now you have to wonder then, did the people of Kileleshwa ward elect Robert Alai Onyango to go and occupy a property that does not belong to him? Is that within the domain of a ward representative? I don't want to attack him at a personal level, but I would like to say that if you do not have a title document to a property, you have no business occupying it. You have no business sitting on it. You have no business sending emissaries to go and occupy it. Why would you venture even to throw out the actual owner of that property and attack him and also throw him out and assert that you actually have the right to remain and be on that property? Then what happened to legal orders? This is an injunction that was issued against him to stop occupying the property, to move out. We are not venturing as it is to discuss about the merits or demerits of the case, but we are saying that whether you like it or you don't, whether you accept it or you do not, this is a lawful injunction order. And it is high time that we respected the law of the land. If and when there is a title to property, what does that mean? Under Section 26 of the Land Registration Act, if you hold a title that is not in any way impeached or otherwise invalidated, then you have the right to occupy the land that is designated and delineated in that title as your property. But now when you have a politician asserting his political muscle, flexing it, so that then he overrides the provisions of the law, he does not care to respect the rule of law, what happened then? Under Article 79 of our Constitution, such a politician is bound by the principles of integrity and leadership. And what happened to the Leadership and Integrity Act that bind such politicians? This is a bane of our society, that a politician eyes a certain property merely because of the elective or state office that they occupy, and then you oppress they who do not have political control. And it is rather unfortunate that this is a scenario that we are facing, that someone is put at great expense to defend what is rightfully, what is lawfully their property and supposed to be protected under the Constitution. What did these politicians swear to when they were assuming and taking out of office? To uphold and protect the Constitution, the rule of law, and they're not doing it. They are at the forefront of trampling on the rights of the Kenyan people, quite against the Constitution provisions that they themselves have sworn to uphold. Let me remind them that these oaths that you swore will come back to bite you. that this oath that you swore to uphold the Constitution is something that is going to come back and pull you down. We cannot have a country that is governed by the rule of law in paper only. And when you come now to the ground, you'll find the direct opposite happening. And this is a complaint of the owner of this property, that you have a property, but the law is there, and they who are supposed to be at the forefront protecting the principle of the rule of law are trampling on that right.
This will be here from the
The issue of police.